emit an event. Hello. So we've inverted it. So we are getting all the data we need in Google Analytics, right? Google Analytics says, sort of, Google Analytics says, did they take an action? And we have in the data layer 0 or 1 and the name of the Launch Darkly experiment. So you could extract that data. But Launch Darkly in its experimentation feature has its own like data pipeline, right? Where you say like, you tell Launch Darkly to listen to particular events, which we are not firing because we have to like write custom events to do that. And so we have an A/B test. So like Launch Darkly right now will not give us any data in the Launch Darkly interface, but we could extract the data we're curious about from Google Analytics.
Yeah. So the reason why we need both is because Launch Darkly is going to be more accurate, whereas GA is going to have some cookie loss. We're still tracking in GA because we need to find out down the funnel if the user, purchased it, submitted a lead, whatever the case is. That's more of a business KPI. Whereas Launch Darkly is going to be that on-page conversion. Did they click it, yes or no? If that makes sense.
Tyler, just to circle back, what's the difference between a custom event and just the normal click events that we've done in the past?
Well, because the click events we do like ga.track. It's like specifically like you click a button and it like talks to window.ga, right? Launch Darkly it can't listen to that because we're not telling it to do. So we have to do something to tell Launch Darkly what happened.
Oh, sorry. I thought we already had events working in GA or like basic events.
Yes, we do. But these are two different things, right?
Okay, that's what I'm just trying
we
to
have
understand.
Events for Google Analytics. We have no events for Launch Darkly. So Launch Darkly is getting 0 information directly to its interface.
Gotcha. Okay. And so I'm assuming that's the issue that's assigned to me is the, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what's going on with those Launch Darkly issues. I just picked them up because they're in the backlog.
Yeah, for number 2, 1, I think I ordered it correctly, right? It's like first we need to figure out the custom events for Launch Darkly, which is that issue. After that's done, and I think Miracle or Javi can then create the conversion for that experiment.
And what can we get some more language around that? Like, what is the conversion? Is that code in our repository that we need to set up, or in Launch Darkly?
I think in Launch Darkly, they'll be able to configure it. I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Just from my experience, it'll probably be both. Like we'll have to configure like a custom event in Launch Darkly and then have a script run in our code as well, and then connect the two.
All right. Once we do that, can we then move on to 2, 3 and the GA data layer push? From my understanding, that's like the key issue. If we get that solved, we'll resolve this issue.
So on Google Analytics, separately from Launch Darkly, right? Currently, we have click tracking with Launch Darkly IDs, so we're good there. This one is mainly for page views, where the data layer, sometimes it'll be after the DOM load, and then the DOM load is what's triggering the page view, if that makes sense. So sometimes the page view will have Launch Darkly IDs, and sometimes it won't. So we just need to make sure that it goes before DOM ready. I think this one should be an easy fix, right? It's like making sure.
Sorry, Dennis, what's DOM ready?
DOM ready is document load, so all of the content on the page is loaded. Okay. So push the data layer before that happens.
Okay.
Number 2B, that will pass data to Launch Darkly. If we do that, we'll then get the data and Launch Darkly.
Yeah, 2A and 2B are Launch Darkly. 3 is
okay.
GA. Yeah, but don't worry about GA too much. Just focus on Launch Darkly first for today.
All right, so that's 1 and so actually the priorities are are 1 and 2. That's really good. We're thinking and figuring that out. Okay. And this is data for Google deprioritized today. So then 3, we can do this one tomorrow or Monday.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't 3A the same thing as 2A?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Javi added that. It's not here.
I'm gonna just.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong numbers because there's like the leftmost numbers, and then there's 2A,
Okay.
2A1, 2B2.
I just deleted that one so we can be clear. Like,
Okay, sorry.
here we
2
go. We need to do 2A and 2B. We'll do 2C after 2A and 2B.
Does it, okay, for 2A, it's currently assigned to me. I have no context. I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna take me a bit to get going on this. If anyone has more context, I would gladly appreciate if someone picked that up. If not, I can do it. I'm just saying it's gonna take me probably longer than.
I could try to triage this with Javi since we have the most recent experience with Launch Darkly.
I do know Javi's busy. I guess I could help him out on his other he's working on another
He said that
project.
he was we talked about his tickets yesterday. He said he was waiting for content.
Oh, okay, perfect.
What was Javi working on? Was he doing team ops?
KubeCon.
Yeah, no, KubeCon, yeah.
KubeCon.
But if they're waiting for content, then
No, they should have content by now, but you can work on this is more important. KubeCon, there's a bit of time, so.
Just want to clarify for 2C, that will push data to Google, but we have some of the data already.
Yeah, so under the CTA click header free trial events here, for today, we can see that there's a 0, which is control. We have this many, and then 1, which is this many. And we know that in Launch Darkly, there's a 50-50 split. So far 1 is winning. We just don't have it on other page views, which is fine for now. You know, this is what we're looking for anyway, but that's why I put it as 3 as lower priority. Yeah.
Great.
So Dennis, do you think we're okay to just continue then, or do we need to stop and like restart until we're?
We can continue because we have the data in GA at least, so we can use that for the time being.
And your Google Analytics data was always going to be different than Launch Darkly, so this will just be different in a different way anyways.
Which one would we use as a source of truth though, if we're gonna have two different
Launch
sets?
Darkly will be more accurate.
Okay.
Yeah, Launch Darkly, but it's only going to be a day, right? That we don't have data, so or 2 days.
It's however long it takes.
Right.
It was like unplanned work that like we haven't like totally like tried yet, right? It's like, you know, like it shouldn't take too long, right? But like maybe it does, who knows? This isn't just turning on a switch, right? It's like writing code and making sure that it works.
Yeah.
I think if it just goes beyond today or tomorrow, then maybe we need to restart it. I don't know how much data, because I think this test we only wanted to run for 2 weeks. So it's like, if we're missing like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days worth of data, then I don't know how accurate it'll be.
I'm just saying, writing that down. If we don't resolve it by the end of the week, we will restart experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe Nathan, you can let us know by tomorrow if it's an
Or-
E6 or if it's
Or
gonna-
just later today,
yeah.
if you like have an inkling.
sorry, my Wi-Fi is terrible. Can you repeat that?
Oh, like if
It's not
by
better.
the end of today, if you can figure out if it's going to take a long time or
Yeah.
if it's a quick fix.
I'm putting a to-do down there for when can we deliver a solution. Nathan's working on the initial issue, custom events and Launch Darkly. You'll let us know by end of day how we're looking. And then you'll work with Javi and Miracle on the solve. All right. How do you guys feel about fixing this today? Is it still unknowns? Like,
Yeah, it's totally unknown. Yeah,
Alright.
I don't think we can like.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we just like missed a whole step, right? So it's hard to say.
All right. Great.
No, there is another thing. There was just here, let me post this issue. About the nav URL params or something. Is that something separate? Miracle, do you know more about this?
Nav URL param. Sorry, this is my first time hearing about it.
It's
I
on
don't.
the launch darkly A/B testing for new nav.
Is that the pricing page one? Or
Let me share it in the doc. Yes, I see that there's a comment at the very, oh, let me link it. There's a comment at the very bottom about the URL param is buggy.
Oh, the override.
oh,
Yeah. I
Okay,
think
that's
that's an issue.
that's good to know because it's not working for me either. So is it just not working?
No, it's just not working. It looks like Megan is on an issue to fix that.
Megan's out for the rest of the week.
Yeah, it was like I'm
Okay.
assigned to this one too.
You just
I
have to-
no idea.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, so that override link would allow you to completely stop the experiment, like you would just see control if you just use that link, and right now it's buggy. Where is this issue?
It's not changing. I've been playing around with it this morning because I've been trying to use it for like testing locally, and
Mhm.
it's like the it's supposed to set the loading to be false, right? And then it's like, and that's happening, but that's not updating the class, or like something isn't happening. So like basically, it keeps the hidden class on the experiment even after loading is done. I think that's the problem. So it just stays hidden. But if you go in and if you remove the hidden class from it, that usually like you can get it to work.
Okay.
Or just load the page a bunch of times. See if there's a change. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you need this, Dennis, right, to set up something in GA.
Yeah, but it's fine for me. I think Nathan might need it more if you're gonna test out the events.
Yeah, I have no A/B tests. Like at least the product marketing team isn't doing anything right now, so I'm really not sure what's going on with all these A/B tests. So it's gonna take me a bit to jump in some context here to understand what's going on, but I can hopefully get back to us later today with whatever I find.
Okay, maybe you, me, and Hobby should just jump in like a Zoom call and then just work through it. And then
Yeah.
we can get you
Yeah.
up to speed faster than you digging around on your own.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, how about y'all get to it and use our Slack channel. We got a dedicated Power Ranger Slack channel. Yeah. Post your stuff there.
I have another item there. Just since this is unrelated to like the data stuff, but like, so we have an A/B test around the nav, and then we're trying to A/B test like which nav in the pricing page. I don't think we can wrap A/B tests. I think it's like I don't think it works. So I need to not use the A/B test navigation in the A/B test minute. Like this doesn't make sense. Like pricing page is an A/B test, either minimal navigation or full navigation. Full navigation has its own A/B test. And like I don't think we can wrap launch darkly components. So like I have to just use like one navigation, right? So the pricing page
Okay.
can't run those two things simultaneously. Is that cool?
Yep, that's fine.
I
Okay.
think
So
that
devs, I'm gonna have to write, because we're doing the A/B test in the navigation component, I'm just gonna have to write a separate navigation component just for this.
I think this one will go by pretty quickly because it's going to be on every page, and then once it's done, we'll just push the pricing page nav.
Yeah, yeah, I kind of agree with that too, Dennis. Because like
Wait,
Tyler,
so
how
I'm
much
not
extra
doing
work
price
is?
page nav?
Yeah, because
We'll
it's
start
like
after this one.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that was I was told that this was like top priority. Michael told me that like yesterday, and I think Phil said you asked yesterday too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So am I not doing this like today?
No, I just mean that this test that we're running now is gonna finish quickly because it's on every single page, which means it's getting more traffic to it. Whereas on the pricing page, it's gonna take a longer time to run.
Sure.
Yeah. So
And just
Tyler's
wait.
question is, do we wait or do you just do it now? How much extra work is it to do it now, Tyler?
It's not extra work. It's just like I guess I'm just confused. Sorry, my dog is freaking out. I'm just confused about my priorities,
know.
right? Because like I was told this was top priority, and then y'all said like, oh, we'll do this after the other one. So like I guess like I can I can do whatever. If we run the like I can never sorry, he's freaking out because Sarah's gone. I can never there's no way for me to do them concurrently, right? So like I just
You
have to
need to know which
choose
one we
one of the
pick.
navigations, either A or B. I need to choose one of the navigations, either A or B, right?
Yep.
And put it in there. And then when you're done with the experiment, I'll have to go back and just like put whatever one in there, right?
Yeah. My logical thing is like we should wait until this one's done and then choose the winner and implement that. But
Okay.
I don't know. Let me just check with Michael to see if he is also agreed with that.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah.
I'll message
That would
you.
be it would be less work to choose one because we cannot wrap them.
Mm.
But I mean it's not like a ton of work. It's like once I get it working, it's fine. I gotta figure this out today anyways, because it's just like it isn't working at all for whatever reason. But we'll figure it out.
And then just on this topic, then do we have confidence that we'll be able to?
Oh no.
I don't have confidence, no.
No. Come back, Bilza. I think she was gonna ask, do we have confidence? Oh, yeah, she's
Hey,
back.
there you are.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sorry. Do we have confidence in that we're able to measure what we need? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Do we have confidence in the metrics we're going to be able to measure in Launch Darkly for the pricing page experiments?
No, not yet. We haven't done it yet.
Okay, so we won't know that anyways. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing we were talking about before. Like we have to like hook up the Launch Darkly like data, right?
So we technically shouldn't launch the pricing page ones today or tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh,
like like, 'cause I could launch it today, but I wouldn't have any data to give to you,
Yeah.
right?
Okay,
Other
yeah,
than what we're getting
that's why I'm
into
just
was-
leaning towards like we should just wait, let this register one run and then choose. Yeah, but I don't know. Let me confirm.
Okay, cool.
It's the first time we've built this and we shipped it quickly and
This
it's
happens.
good, but there's a little gap. So we're gonna iterate and fix it.
Yeah, and then Lauren, can you send me an invite to Launch Darkly? It's not working for some reason.
Oh,
thought I
we
signed
only
in.
have 10 seats, so we have
Yeah.
to.
Oh,
think
yes, I do remember
go
that.
up.
Javi and I talked about this yesterday because I think he and Tyler, or like he was the only person that I can get in contact with yesterday that had access to Launch Darkly. Is there a way we could just make like a DEX engineer or whatever email and then assign like all of our meetings, all our recurring meetings, and then like things like Launch Darkly to that email and then share it amongst the engineers, and then we don't have to worry about
Yeah.
I think that would violate. I think we're not allowed. Like that violates like the terms of services for launch. Like they have seat-based pricing, right? Like that's probably
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, never
Okay,
mind.
Like on a recorded video. Like so like if I can be like, yeah, let's do that.
We can't do that.
Right. Yes.
All right. Well, with that, we're gonna end the recording and get to work. All right.